Hi, you guys. My name is Kenya Harvey, and I will be doing my persuasive speech on why Black Lives Matter and why All Lives Matters. Both movements do matter, and I feel like people should support both movements because both movements pretty much stand for the same thing. You have Black Lives Matters that probably focus more on like the Black community, and you have All Lives Matter that focus more on Black communities, white communities, Asian, Hispanics, all different kinds of origins. Even with the gay pride thing, so our lives do matter just like our black lives do matter. So I feel like both should be supported equally because both basically represent the same thing. So I'm going to start with the Black Lives Matter first. With the Black Lives Matter situation, it kind of begins to start a while back when the Trayvon Martin situation took place, and it really hurt a lot of people, and everybody had their opinion on how the case was handled, and I do feel like in the black community that there's a problem going on in that certain community that is often being ignored or not really dealt with as it should or fairly. And I do definitely agree with that. And then back to the All Lives Matter, I definitely agree with that movement too because it doesn't matter if your skin, your race, your sexual preference, your religion, or whatever the case may be, you matter. Everybody deals with their own struggles on an everyday basis. I feel like the Black Lives Matter is a great movement. I feel like All Lives Matter is a great movement. Both are speaking up for a difference in people and what we all go through. I feel like some people do represent the Black Lives Matter in a bad way that they shouldn't because some people have the idea that that just stands for like Black Lives Matter, nobody else matters. And I get why some people feel like that's where they're coming from, but I don't think that that's where it was started from. I feel like it was started from it's time for people to wake up and see what's going on in the black community, just like in any other community, whether it's a Hispanic community, Asian, it doesn't really matter. You know, I'm pretty sure you have some whites who deals with some black people who constantly are bashing them because of something that happened with other white people and they probably weren't the ones who did it, but you do have black people who do criticize white people as well, and it's not right because if the table's turned, you're pretty much doing the same thing to them that you're fighting to get done to you no more. So I think that some people definitely take it out of context. Also, with Our Lives Matter, people deal with different things. You have people who battling with their sexuality. You have people who battling with religious reasons, with family, the public, society. Everybody's going through something. So I feel like both movements should be put together as one and all stand for something because everybody wants to be treated right. Every race, I'm pretty sure every race wants to be treated equally, fairly, just as well as the next race. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like there's a change that needs to be made from both movements. And if they all come together as one, beautiful things can happen. If society and the government can see blacks, whites, Hispanics, anybody of any race work together as one and try to get the problem fixed or come to some kind of conclusion or mutual understanding, it will make a huge difference because we have to set examples for each other. We lead by example. It's okay that we're all different. We all bleed the same blood. We all go through the same struggles. I'm pretty sure if you're going through something, you're not the only one in the world that's experiencing that. So why not link up with another race or another minority to help solve the problem? I definitely feel like both movements deserve attention. However, I feel like both movements have like a hatred towards each other when they're both basically standing for the same thing. Also, with the Black Lives Matter, I feel like people took it out of context of what it actually stood for. I feel like, me personally, it doesn't stand for that only Black Lives Matter. I feel like we need attention, we need help. This has been going on for too long in black communities for years and years and years, and it's time for a change. We're in a new day and age, like being different is in, being a different minority is in. Love the skin you're in first, and everything else will fall along in place. And with the All Lives Matter, and with the All Lives Matter, same thing. I mean, you have people who are being hated for the simplest things these days. And it's sad that you can have a Mexican or Hispanic or Latino, whichever you want to call it, not feeling safe in the country that they were born in because of some previous things that happened in the past. It's a new time and age. It's time to put those things in the past, put it to rest, and leave it alone. We should just all come together as one and just work on being the best community we can be, being the best government we can be, being the best anything we could be. Work together, stand strong, stand tall, love each other, and the world will be so much different. You know, it's impossible to cure all racism in the world because at the end of the day, some people are just going to feel how they feel. Some people were born and that's all they know is to hate this race. White is right, black is right. That's what they were born to know. So it's some minds that we can't change or, we won't have an effect on, but you never know who you might teach something new to. I had a situation once where I wasn't as comfortable around Caucasians or people of any other race because I have never been introduced to that before. But when I went to military school, I was one of only 5 black girls that was in the whole entire school. And I got a chance to interact with different minorities. And I met some of the best people that I have ever met in my life. And they were different races from me. And they didn't see black, we didn't see color. We just seen that's my friend. Or, we built some kind of bond that couldn't even be broken by something as petty as your color of your skin or your sexual preference or whatever, whatever you like. Life's too short for that. So I feel like both should be supported equally. And I feel like it's time for our government and society to wake up and realize what we're going through. And I feel like if we all stick together, we can do some wonderful changes for the world. Thank you guys for listening.